What's up, geeks and gamers? My name is Draymond and welcome to Thorium Gaming. So it's time to get our Merc back on. Jump back into Thorium Mercenaries episode 2 and time to have some fun with some battle mechs. So we got through the introduction, saw the fall of Lady Arano, and now we've got to go on 3 years later with our mercenary career. We were dropped on this planet and we were told to take out the generator up here and see what's coming up. So let's start off with by moving me. It's unfortunate that these pilots are not members of the 232, which is a little sad.
Moving out.
But we're going to sprint our people up,
Moving to position.
and since all of them have jump jets, we're going to get them into positions where they can jump over and around all the hostile terrain and see what we can do, because we don't know what's exactly coming up. But Decker, who's not going to be with us for very long, let's jump him all the way up here. And we have enemy contacts.
You are trespassing on Majesty Metals and Manufacturing property and acting in collusion with a domestic terrorist organization. Cease your advance immediately, or you will be fired upon.
Enemy detected.
Alright, so it appears that the enemy has a couple of battle mechs and some other things to try and screw around with us. A little Commandos 2D. They'll get the first shots in, really. But with the high evasion that our guys have from running, they shouldn't hit us. Well, let's take advantage of that cover down there. Jump Decker down to take the first pot shots at this turret generator.
Target confirmed.
And the generator should really be our primary concern right now, because turrets are nasty. And that's some damage to the structure of our spider. It doesn't actually do us a whole lot of good. But let's be aggressive. The Shadowhawk is a fairly solid brawler. It's equipped for mid-range combat right now. We'll be changing out our battle mechs configurations as we go along. But if we can knock out that turret generator, that takes care of all the turrets and leaves us free to deal with these battle mechs.
I hear ya.
So let's move our people up. See what we can do about hitting these battle mechs. Now they both moved fairly quickly, so they have high evasion stacks. But if we knock one off,
Delivery.
PPCs definitely help. Is there a place where we can go? It'll give us a fairly good line of sight on this guy. Blackjack has a couple of autocannons and a bunch of medium lasers. So with any luck, this should do some devastating damage to this guy. I'll take a side torso destroyed and an arm destroyed.
Critical damage detected.
They're definitely having a lot of fun trying to melee us. Our battle mechs are significantly larger with the exception of that spider.
Yes, Commander.
With that enemy spider down there, since it's already exposed the armor of our guy,
Up high.
let's just jump Decker out of there. He's going to be replaced with one of you guys as soon as we're able to. And we're going to overheat if we actually fire that off, which would be incredibly bad at this point. Overheating damages your internal structure, along with a bunch of other nasty things, including possibly causing ammunition explosions, and that's something that we just don't want right now. So we'll get a chance to take 3 shots at these guys. Spider's moved and has 3 evasion. The Commando moved, but it only has 2 right now. So let's square up our front armor from our Shadowhawk. Let's pump some fire into this Commando. Now, since these pilots are all generally low skill for the moment, the autocannons and their recoil are going to be a big deal. I don't really want to expose any side or rear armor to these guys. Oh, we might just have to do that to get into a position where we can shoot. We're still going to overheat there, so we're going to drop the lasers that are low chance to hit. And there's a leg destroyed. And since the battle mech went down, the pilot's injured. That makes 2 injuries. These guys should only have 3 hit points off the start. So blowing up another torso section or anything like that will generally incapacitate that pilot and leave the battle mech in a more salvageable state. Or we could just go for the kill shot and blow out its center torso.
Alpha strike. Should have run when you had the chance.
There's times to get fancy and then there's times not to. And since we have to destroy a Shadowhawk and a Corpsec tower, we definitely don't want to go full bore on everything. The less damage that our battle mechs can take right now, the better off we'll be going into that fight.
Waiting for orders.
Now, are you able to shoot your lasers without overheating? You definitely are. So let's get you to strip off the evasion. They have a lot more stuff to deal with now. The Shadowhawk has LRMs, so blind firing.
Is that it? I'm barely scratched.
And since I'm near the heat threshold, let's go up and straight up melee this guy.
Engaging physical attack.
Nice little headbutt. And it crit one of the medium lasers on its center torso.
Critical damage detected.
So it looks like the Shadowhawk has some vehicle support. It's not going to be too dangerous to us, but it's definitely not something that you want to broadcast, and we can't get our Shadowhawk in a position to do any melee damage. But if we jump jet over top, we can get a rear armor shot. Normally I would try and hold off, but the only reason why we're going to fire these heavy end weapons and everything, I'm going to knock this guy out so that he can stop providing line of sight for bad guys down the hill. They have LRMs, and LRMs are bad for us. So let's try and get our people in position to actually eliminate this guy.
You're not gonna like this.
Sincerely doubt we'll be able to do anything to completely counter that spider, but should be good. If it sounds like I'm a little bit scatterbrained today, guys, I'm a little bit tired, so just gonna have to deal with it. And we can't even move from where we are with Decker because he'll overheat. So let's just fire off our medium lasers, blow up an arm, and take out a jump jet.
I think I hit something good.
So we're gonna have to suffer another turn of missiles from the enemy Hunchback or Shadowhawk. The Hunchback and Shadowhawk are so similar in appearance and general purpose that I often confuse them.
Damage minimal.
Yes, Commander.
Personally, if I had a choice between the two, I'd go with a Hunchback. Its weapons systems, its primary ones, are mounted in the right shoulder instead of the left, but it's a very good close-range brawler. There's another jump jet gone.
That hit something good.
Alright, so the vehicles don't have LRMs or anything that could act as a long-range fire support for them. As long as we keep moving away from them a little bit, we'll only have to suffer a few missile attacks per turn, assuming that we can't eliminate this guy straight off. Do an alpha strike, all of our weapons combined. And we hit the head, so the pilot's injured. Not exactly the greatest thing in the world, but still better than nothing.
Good to go.
Your heat is getting pretty wild, so let's swap over to a melee attack and see if you can just finish this guy.
Be good.
And a straight up head destroyed means that, yeah, there's going to be a lot of spider salvage on this. Take out the pilot and get the ability to salvage their mech.
Receiving you.
Alright, Decker. If you jump right now, you are going to overheat. So we're just going to guard you so that you can get your heat sinks working. We know that's a Shadowhawk because the mission objective is to take out a Shadowhawk.
What can I
Since
do
our
for ya?
Vindicator is... well, our Vindicator won't be able to see that Shadowhawk. As long as we
my way.
move, we should get some evasion stacks up and be able to engage it on our terms. But we'll just brace to get the Garden entrenched on all of our battle mechs to resist incoming damage. And as soon as this starter mission is over, we'll be able to grab members of the 232 and have some fun. I'd like to keep them in cover, so we're just going to try and do that. Make us harder to hit, and we'll even be able to customize our company after this. Pretty sure I know the color scheme and everything we're going to go for. It's going to look very similar to House Steiner, which bothers me more than I care to admit. And the old school Battletech fans out there will understand that I don't like House Steiner. I really, really, really don't.
Standing by.
Alright, Decker. Jumping there, you'd be able to see him. Let's jump you down there to get you as much evasion as possible. And we'll guard and entrench you so that you can act as our scout. And that's the power of light mechs. It's just a shame that it drops off later on. Light mechs, that's the one thing that this game did not do very well, was incorporating them into the later game stages. As soon as you have access to mediums and heavies, lights kind of go out the window, and it trickles up from there. Now we're going to use a precision strike because we're firing from extreme range. You'll notice all of our hit values went up. And we're going to try and aim for the left torso to hit that autocannon that's up there. That did a fair bit of damage to his armor at the very least. But it also set his initiative back one step.
I read you, Commander.
So on his next turn he'll act later, and we'll probably get to send our mechs in first. He's on initiative 2, so that's not too bad. Reactivate our PPC. Since we're already firing on the left side, we're not going to precision strike here. Destroyed a heat sink though, that'll prevent it from firing as often. First few missions are going to kind of be a lot of setup and build up. And then we'll be able to get into some of the story missions, have some fun. But either way, we're piloting giant battle mechs, and it's going to be great.
Taking the shot.
And there's a leg down. And that goes the autocannon. So its primary form of dealing extreme damage to us is now gone. And it's going to act at initiative 1, meaning all of our guys are going to get to go first. That mech is pretty much done for.
Ready for orders.
We got a couple of vehicles coming up the pass. As long as we're smart about things, we shouldn't really have to worry about them. Trying not to use the jump jets on this turn because his heat dissipation, especially since we are on a Badlands biome, pretty terrible. But we're going to go for a center torso
Targeting for an
shot on
alpha
this.
strike.
See if we can strip the armor off at the very least. Medium lasers, not the most effective. But they're pretty center standard, I guess. Now, I'm probably running fairly
What can I do
hot
for ya?
because of the alpha strike we just did. But Glitch here, who, I don't know what it is about her, I just like her. Always have. If you can knock
Here
that
we
mech
go.
out. Ah, so close. Its armor is pretty much non-existent at this point. It looks like a pair of scorpions with more autocannons. Autocannons in this are very, very similar to our real-world tank shells, so that explains a whole lot. Mostly why the tanks are mounting them. But we are definitely going to go overheating if we try to use all of our weapons. So let's just finish them. There we go. So the battle mech is down. No more Shadowhawk.
Receiving you.
Let's see if we can bring Behemoth up.
Got it.
Fire missiles at the very least. Similar to what the other Shadowhawk was doing to us. Drop some lead on the enemies. Looks like we have some turret support from the manufacturing station that's got us involved
Good
in
to go.
this. Alright, Decker, we'll get you to bomb down here. We still have to go out and take that tower out, but if we can eliminate all of the enemy vehicles here, that would be a little bit more efficient. There's one tank down, so we only have one autocannon to deal
Reporting.
with.
One less vehicle.
That stung a
Armor
little bit.
breach. Internal damage.
Oh.
Waiting
Glitch
for
is using a
orders.
Vindicator, which ideally is a sniper mech. Some of these mech builds that they've sent into your standard, they don't make sense to me. Why some people would choose to build them the way they
Ready
do,
for orders.
I'm not entirely sure, but
Position
we'll have to
confirmed.
go with it. It's always a mix of long-range and short-range weaponry. I prefer to keep my guys focused on one individual thing. And there we go. With that vehicle destroyed, that should be all the hostile contacts on the map. We can destroy that op tower and complete our contract. Which gives us more than ample time to chill out our heat sinks. Just get everyone down and in range. And now apparently we have the... Oh, the enemy contact would probably be the Corpsec tower. So, take a few pot shots at that.
Commander.
Shouldn't even have to move for it, really.
Firing on target.
That didn't take
Target
it all down,
destroyed.
but apparently it did.
Great job, Commander. Double back to our client's platform. The sooner we can collect our pay and break orbit, the better.
Alright, so we're actually going to start off with Decker, and we're going to run him, because he's the furthest away,
Move
but
into
he's
position.
also the quickest mech we have. Everyone else, we're just going to sprint
You
back
betcha.
up.
Move order received.
Be nice if they gave us the option to add more actuators to the arms and everything. Maybe the DLC, the expansion, whatever it is that's coming up, will give us options to add actuators in because, well, the Hatchet Man's coming in.
Uh-huh.
We're also getting a Cyclops, and I'm stoked
way.
about Cyclops. If memory serves, it's an assault class mech that's built with a communications and radar detection suite. I'd love to see a Raven, or possibly a Shadowcat. Those Shadowcats are clan tech,
Waiting on you, Commander.
so
Don't need to tell me twice.
I don't know exactly where in the timeline this is, because they do mention the SLDF, the Star League Defense Force. Okay, so what do we got here? Brilliant work, Commander. We should have no trouble mopping up the other platforms now that their defenses are down. We get the job done. Speaking of which, I wasn't finished. These platforms won't do us much good if we can't hold them. Majesty Metals taught us that. So we're going to need your battle mechs. Oh, we're getting betrayed. You're going to want to reconsider that. That's right, Darius. Why? Your lance has already been target locked by our turrets. Now power down and surrender, and we'll let you walk. Or try to fight, and we'll tear you to shreds. Your call. Well, there goes our goddamn payday. Hold tight, Commander. We're on our way. Alright, so I guess apparently now everything wants to shoot us. So let's just brace the other two so we can get into the combat phase.
Commander?
We got 3 vehicle contacts and the turrets to deal with. We want to keep moving so we keep our evasive stacks up.
Target acquired.
But if we can knock out this turret generator, as we saw when we assaulted the enemy base, we can knock out all the turrets and not have to deal with them. That's a galleon. He's probably going to take a pot shot at somebody. Oh, maybe not. Alright, so I hadn't moved in the last phase. We're going to run a little bit, get some evasion, and finish off this turret generator. Not taking any risks. That's a whole bunch of firepower they can no longer use against us.
Target building destroyed.
Well, looks like it's this scorpion over here. It's moving in. Alright, so let's see. What's the... I guess we can't even do that until we target them. Really want to expose that much of our flank. There we go. That'll give us line of sight on all 3 enemy vehicles. So we got a striker, SRM-6, LRM-10, so it's a missile carrier. Galleon is a medium laser and 2 small lasers, so a laser boat. And there's an AC-5 on the Scorpion. So we're going to knock that Scorpion out.
Good to
A few
go.
missile impacts don't bother me so much, but
I copy.
autocannons, for some reason, scare the crap out of me. They're not exactly the greatest weapons in the game, but they are pretty powerful. And that didn't even kill the Scorpion, so we're gonna have to combine some more fire. And our spider is still getting its teeth kicked in a little bit. Decker should be able to return that pain and probably finish that striker off,
Roger.
as long as he keeps in motion. There we go. Striker down. Scorpion down. Striker's still up there. So many vehicle names. I remember battle mechs pretty easily, but the vehicles, nah, not so much. And it is worth noting that vehicles do take extra damage from... Ooh, there's an arm destroyed. There's no weapons housed in it, but that's going to add to its repair time once we're out of this fight. Now, as I was saying, vehicles do take extra damage from melee attacks, but we'll see how it works out here. Finish that striker off, and then our other guys should be able to go before Galleon does. It's a shame that they took out the arm on our spider. Alright, Glitch, since this is the last time I'm going to get to see you, because you're getting replaced, we'll have you go over and do the first melee. See if we can kill it off. There we go.
Smoked 'em.
Alright, stand by for Extraction Commander. Let's get the hell out of here. Oh, and Darius. I know, Meyer. I know. You want another team meeting. Give the man a prize.
Mission successful.
There we go. Alright, so our mercenary review board score went up a little bit. We completed all the missions, no money for it obviously. Everybody went through okay. Alright, so Meyer, you need to start finding us better clients, Darius. I mean it. We've been slumming it in the ass end of the frontier for 3 years now, and we are drowning in debt. I'm fully aware of our financial situation, Meyer, but I can't just conjure up new clients out of thin air. Thorium, do me a solid and back me up on this. How should I reply? Well, if we're really hard up for cash, we need to stop talking and start doing something about it. So Yang, hey, you'll hear no arguments from me. When we made you our commander, we all agreed to follow your lead. Darius, could you walk us through the details of this trouble we're in? It might help if you broke things down point by point. Sure thing, Yang. Point 1, Meyer's right. We're in debt. Every C-bill we make technically belongs to the banks. Point 2, this corner of the frontier is a dead zone for mercenary work. There are clients, but they're terrible. That's just a fact. And that's it. There are no other points. Alright, we're in a bad spot, so what are we going to do about it? I don't see what else we can do, Thorium. I'm already serving up every legitimate contract I can find. Unless you want me to sidestep the mercenary review board entirely, we're basically out of options. Go around the MRB? No thanks. Taking an uncertified job is a way to wind up with a knife in your back. Well, we did just get betrayed on a board-certified contract, so how much worse could it get? Famous last words. So, Plenty, what happened down there was an exception, boss. With uncertified jobs, it's the rule. Remind me again why we don't just skip town and head to the nice corner of the periphery? Because the banks and the jump ship crews have an arrangement. Until we pay up, they're going to keep us on a short leash. Well, that's a good reason. Look, Darius, Meyer's right. We need to start earning some real money. We can't do it soon. It's only a matter of time before something breaks down that I can't fix with duct tape and good intentions. You can fix everything with duct tape. You can hold an atlas together with duct tape. You just need a lot of duct tape. A lot of duct tape. Back me up here, guys. Come on. Anyway, so this is where some of our past choices come in. Origin betrayed. I'm no stranger to betrayal, Yang. I lost my family to someone I thought of as a friend. That doesn't change the fact that we need money. Yeah, boss, much as I hate to say it, I agree with you. We need to sidestep the MRB. Guess I'd better get mentally prepared for that knife in the back, huh? It's settled then. I'll start digging for contracts outside the MRB system. Who knows? Maybe it'll work out for the best. It isn't like we got all that much to lose. I swear I can English. I just don't read in advance. In the meantime, we need to find another paying job, and our prospects in the system have completely dried up. I'd recommend booking travel to the neighboring system, see what the review board has for us. With any luck, we'll find enough work to keep going until something better rolls in. Alright, so travel. The banks are holding our jump stick access hostage until we repay our debts. For now, we can only go between Urkreen and the nearby systems of Alloway, Belleferon, and Detroit. Our top priority right now needs to be finding work so we can raise cash. None of the contracts here are very good. I picked out the only viable one I could find, and it helpfully includes our travel fees as part of the deal. Come by the command center when you're ready to review it. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go in and customize the company. So we're not Draymond's Marauders. We are the 232nd Gaming Corps. Now, there is an icon in here that's as close to the nuclear symbol as I think we're going to get. If you guys know how to upload a... That one's pretty close too. It wasn't the one I was thinking of. It was this one I was thinking of. But that's pretty close. I think we're going to go with that one. Of course, we're going to go dark blue for our main theme. Our secondary, as you can see on the main torso. Grab one of the silverish colors, metallic ones, for a little bit of shine. And then we should probably use a lighter blue for our accent. That should work right there. Now to the barracks. So, unfortunately, all of these mech warriors have got to go. It's going to be a little bit of setup for the start of this Let's Play, because, well, now it's just me. So what do we got to do? Well, first off, I could upgrade my stats in here, but we'll save that for just a second. We'll go to the hiring hall. See what pilots are available to us.
Commander.
Waiting for orders.
Quite a few
I'm here.
generally decent ones. They have backgrounds very similar to ours. So yeah, we'll go with you,
New mech warriors available.
you,
New mech warriors
Commander.
available.
and you for our primary
New
team.
mech warriors
Standing
available.
by.
Grab a spare just in case someone gets
New mech
hurt.
warriors available.
But that means we gotta go to our barracks and do some upgrading on them.
Awaiting orders.
First off, that voice is annoying.
Commander.
Receiving you. Standing by.
Orders.
Commander.
There we go, that'll work. So, for the first little bit, we're going to make Chaplain. Be easy enough to do with all that sort of stuff. We're not going to do any scars or tattoos. Now, some of you guys, I know what you look like, so I'm going to try and get it close in some regards. But not going to go too overboard with everything. So that one's a little bit closer. There you go. Hair roots, you're a little bit lighter. Not ginger. Not blonde though either, so that'll have to do right there. Darken it up a little bit by adding some better tip color. There we go. And now, what we're going to do for our clothing is we're going to go with this entirely. Get some nice... Looks pretty good. Now I just need to adjust the skin tone just a little bit. A little bit too much. There we go. It's actually not enough. Then I guess that we're going to have to go with that one. No color on the lips, no makeup, so there we go. Good chaplains involved.
Yes, Commander.
That gives us 5 pilots, yes. Oops, that is the wrong column. Might fast forward through this section, not entirely sure. But sometimes it helps. I'll be adding you guys in individually, and if you guys want anything to be changed on these, then just let me know, because I'm fully open to that. Just got to get through and make a few of the guys. It's actually pretty close, all things considered. But we need to get a big old beard on this guy. That one will work. Make sure he's in uniform. And I like this lighting the best. I don't know exactly why. There we go. That should work out, all things considered. It's actually pretty decent.
Orders.
Good to go.
Commander. What's up, boss?
There we go.
I'm here.
Customize this guy up too. No scars. This one's actually significantly easier to deal with.
Ready for orders.
Good to go.
Yes, Commander.
Go. See if we can trim that goatee down. There we go. That's a little bit better. Make sure he's in uniform. Get the lighting right. There we go. A lot of the names are made up or very, very, very changed. So try not to do too much to put anyone out there, but I do know a lot of these guys. So that takes care of Auric, Phoenix, and the good chaplain.
Good to go.
Now we're gonna have to put in Bloodwind. Oops. There we go. This one's slightly more difficult to do and go through, but if I get it wrong, you guys can be rest assured that I'm probably going to get smacked. So, there's that. Get her in uniform. Hair's pretty close, we'll deal with that as is. No tattoos, though. Tattoos would imply that we are part of the clan system, and we're not doing that just yet.
Receiving you.
That works. So that's all of our mercenaries set up. Now we gotta go over to our mech bay. Our spider actually got incredibly damaged, and we can just repair it. It's just replacing an arm that had no weapons on it. We do have our Blackjack, Vindicator, Shadowhawk, and a Locust, a 1V. So 2 machine guns and a medium laser. Right arm, left arm for the machine guns, center torso for the laser. The Locusts in this are pretty much what they are in all other Battletech games. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. So we can talk to everybody else on board our ship, and it's kind of cool that our ship now bears our logo and our colors. It's pretty great. But seeing as how we've got set up, we got our mission all squared away, that's probably a good place to end it for this one, because the next one's going to be a drop into another combat zone. Now that we got our Mercs on board, we're ready to go. I'll be adding you guys in as we can, because later on we get access to something that will allow us to do a lot more and have a little bit more fun. So if you liked the video, guys, please consider hitting that like button. If you'd like to join up with the 232, join us in this Let's Play or some of the others that come up on the channel, just hit that subscribe button and make sure you turn your notifications on so you don't miss when a new video goes out. But remember, guys, life is a game, so play to win. And until next time, take care.